Hello friends, let's explore another possibility of Simucracy. We already know Simucracy is like a giant digital mirror where tiny digital twins of people like you and me live in a simulation built from our online behaviors. It predicts what society might do next. But today I want to take this into a very Indian direction. Imagine Simucracy as not just a predictor, but as a bridge, a system that translates emotions across completely different worlds. And this isn't translation like Hindi to Tamil or Bengali to Marathi. No, this is deeper. This is about translating emotions and thoughts between people whose lives look poles apart. The secret sauce? A translation layer powered by machine learning. But wait, before we get lost in the tech, let me explain machine learning in super simple words. Imagine teaching a kid how to spot mangoes. You don't write rules like if it's yellow and juicy it's a mango. You just show them dozens of mangoes. Raw, ripe, green, Alfonso Langda. Over time the child figures out, this is mango. In the same way, machine learning learns from examples. Give it thousands of samples of happiness, frustration, pride, it begins to recognize these feelings even in new situations. Now Simucracy adds this twist. It uses reactions we naturally give, likes, comments, pauses, rewinds on reels, duets, stitches, to figure out what emotions are behind a person's content. No variable needed, no extra sensors. Just your organic behavior. And here's the beauty. When one person posts, the other doesn't get an explanation or a caption saying, this is similar to that. Instead, they get a direct response from within their own niche. Later, when the algorithm feels the timing is right, it reveals the hidden link. Look, this emotional thread started here and ended there. Let me make it real with an Indian example. Picture Ayan, a young barista in Bengaluru. He spends his days experimenting with filter coffee, timing the perfect drip, and posting slow-motion reels of latte art. On the other side we have Ramesh, a tractor mechanic in rural Punjab. He's always fixing old Mahindra tractors, spending late nights welding, sharing WhatsApp videos of engines finally roaring back to life. Their worlds? Total opposites. One is polished, urban and quiet. The other is rugged, rural and loud. Now suppose Ayan uploads a reel of him perfecting the foam on a cup. Instead of Ramesh seeing coffee art directly, Simucracy shows him a stitched video, a tractor engine sputtering, and then finally purring smoothly, already in his niche. He engages, chuckles, maybe even shares it. On the flip side, Ramesh's late-night welding video appears in Ayan's feed as a slow, aesthetic clip of boiling decoction in a steel filter, smooth, calming, beautiful. Neither one sees captions explaining, this equals that. But both feel the same thing, the pride of mastery. Later, maybe weeks later, the algorithm reveals, Ayan, that tractor row you loved was linked to your foam video. Ramesh, that boiling decoction reel you enjoyed was linked to your welding. That delayed reveal sparks surprise and empathy. अरे, तो हम दोनों एक ही चीज महसूस कर रहे थे. Now imagine this at scale, with rival communities. Think of farmers protesting on highways, and urban environmentalists shouting about reducing pollution. Usually they clash. But Simucracy finds the common thread. Both are worried about survival for the next generation. So when a farmer posts a video of dried up soil, the activist doesn't see farmland. They see, say, a crumbling urban water pipeline. Both react with the same dread. Later when the link is revealed they realize, the same fear, just different surfaces. Or think of political divides. One side posts frustration about GST paperwork, the other about corruption in ration distribution. Each side sees a video in their world, already aligned to their pain. Later, the link shows frustration with broken systems. Sports rivals too. A cricket fan in Chennai screaming at an IPL loss, a football fan in Kolkata shouting over a derby defeat. Each sees content framed in their own team context. Later, this was the same loyalty and heartbreak. Even music lovers, vinyl collectors in Delhi versus streaming kids in Mumbai, both get content around nostalgia, maybe old Doordarshan jingles versus Spotify lo-fi. Same longing for pure sound. This is where Simucracy doesn't just connect rivals, it pushes comfort zones. Suppose Ramesh the mechanic searches, thrill outside tractors. The system serves him skydiving clips, but he doesn't see parachutes. Instead he sees stitched reels of turbochargers spooling up, then matched to the freefall's roar. His reaction gets captured, and when the reveal happens later, he laughs. I actually connected with skydiving through tractor engines. Or think of Meera, a shy teacher in Lucknow wanting a career change. She searches, tech jobs. Simucracy lines her feed with coding reels, but the metaphors are teaching-centric, lesson planning maps to algorithms, debugging maps to correcting homework. Her micro-reactions, likes, pauses, teach the system what clicks. Weeks later, when the link is revealed, she realizes coding and teaching both run on the same patience and structure. Mental health too. A college student in Delhi posts about feeling lost. Another in Kochi reacts to a gardening reel, where slowly watering plants brings them back to life. Later, Simucracy reveals that gardening healing was linked to your feeling of fog. Suddenly, personal struggles look less lonely. Gamification adds another layer. Imagine empathy quests. In Jaipur, Arjun is a die-hard Rajput history buff. He's challenged to explore 3 niches outside his world. He sees folk dancers in Gujarat, treated as battle formations. He sees a Bengali Durga idol immersion, mapped to royal send-offs. He completes his quest and unlocks a badge. No captions along the way, just stitched content. Later, when the reveal shows the emotional map, it's a wow moment. Empathy earned through play. Even AR can join. Imagine a kid in Hyderabad pointing their phone at a dosa, and the app layers an animation of car pistons flipping like dosas. The bridge between foodies and mechanics becomes visual fun. Generational divides also shrink. A grandmother in Varanasi knits wool sweaters, posts videos of her rhythmic needles. A grandson in Bengaluru gets it as coding loops. Neither realizes the overlap until the reveal. Pattern weaving is pattern weaving, whether code or thread. Disability too. A para-athlete in Pune uploads a marathon training clip. A viewer in Chennai sees it as climbing steps with heavy groceries. Later reveal, same resilience. Even animals, dog owners in Gurgaon posting about loyalty find their content echoed in elephant herd videos for wildlife lovers. All this works because the algorithm learns from organic reactions. Not peripherals, no sensors, no fancy hardware. Just micro reactions. Likes, small comments, 10-second rewinds, and macro ones. Sharing, duets, stitched responses. This layered data builds a rich emotional map, which later allows the reveal to feel authentic and surprising. But of course it's not perfect. Bias can creep in. If most data comes from metros, rural lives may be mistranslated. Cultural differences, like a Tamil festival emotion mapped wrongly onto a Punjabi harvest ritual, could offend. Privacy is a big one. If the system predicts your feelings too well, it feels creepy. And there's danger. If anger gets linked across groups, it might fuel collective outrage instead of empathy. Yet these flaws also open up storytelling gold. Picture a Bollywood-style romance. 2 lovers from rival families unknowingly exchange stitched empathy videos, only to discover the truth in a dramatic reveal. Or a thriller. Hackers hijack the empathy engine, replacing stitched content with divisive propaganda. Or a utopia. Simucracy used for caste reconciliation, mapping shared rituals like holy colors to Pongal feasts, showing unity in joy. Or even philosophy. Imagine meeting your alternate self-twin, an engineer in Surat realizing he could have been an artist in Kolkata, same emotions mapped across different lives. And don't forget the meta patterns. Suppose across India, Simucracy detects a wave of wanderlust. People in Mumbai reacting to Ladakh road trip reels, villagers in Bihar reacting to train journeys, students in Bengaluru reacting to trekking vlogs. Individually just hobbies. Collectively a national emotion, India wants to move. That could influence travel industries, education, even politics. Applications bloom everywhere. In education, a child in Nagpur learns Mughal history by seeing it stitched to cricket team strategies. In therapy, couples in Delhi discover that her anger at messy dishes and his frustration with traffic jams are stitched versions of the same feeling, helplessness. In art, Carnatic musicians and Madhubani painters collaborate through stitched emotional mappings. Ragas become brushstrokes. In business, a sneaker ad in Noida is stitched to tractor tire ads in Punjab, showing grip and reliability. In personal growth, someone drifting in routine in Chennai sees stitched content of others, reinventing their lives through music or cooking, sparking their own reinvention. So friends, when we imagine this Indian Simucracy, with its translation layer, we're imagining something powerful. A system that doesn't lecture or overlay explanations. It simply lines up stitched responses in your world, captures your organic reactions, and later reveals the hidden emotional bridges. It can connect farmers and activists, cricket fans and football lovers, grandparents and grandkids, city slickers and villagers. It can help us discover new hobbies, careers, and even heal old wounds. Yes, it has risks. Yes, it could be misused. But if done right, it can remind us of something India has always known. Beneath all the differences, languages, castes, cities, villages, we are bound by the same rasas, the same emotions. And maybe, in showing us that, Simucracy won't just simulate our society. It might help us heal it.